Welcome to the Law College. Here we're going to be talking about everything people need to know about us and the benefits of studying in the Law College. I'm also going to be viewing our after-school activities and the things that makes us so unique in this part of Nasarawa to Abuja. Now, if you're ready, come, let me show you.
I want to be a doctor.
I want to be a lawyer.
I want to be an accountant.
I want to be a teacher.
I'm Mrs. Olugbenga Fumi, the school administrator of the law schools. And by the grace of God, the law schools came to be as a burden from the Lord. As the Lord was confronting me with the issue of a generation that will fear and know and serve God. You know, from the book of Judges chapter 2 verse 10. Few years ago, you know, I started praying and the matter of raising another generation came so strongly, which by the grace of God took me several years, you know, to pray through. And specifically by September 2000, the school started with few students, about 10 of them, and 2 of them happens to be my own biological children, 4 from a friend, and 4 others from the environment. And since then, the Lord has been faithful. What started as a mustard seed in the year 2000 has grown up to be a very big tree with branches. Today we can talk of the Lord's Nursery and Primary School, the Lord's College, both day and body, a full-fledged secondary school with all that it takes to be a secondary school by the grace of God. The Lord's School is so unique. The fact that it is the Lord's home. The uniqueness is really in its name, or in her name rather, the Law School. You know, when the name came to me, it came in my dialect, and the Lord just spoke to me. If it's going to be a school, then the name will be Toluwani, meaning it is my own. So that is where we derive the name the Law School. So we don't really have what it takes in the physical to say that the school is unique or to show off or to advertise. But honestly, it is the presence of the Lord in the school that makes it unique, because we are standing strategically to receive children whom the Lord has ordained for a purpose for which God has created them. To raise them to fulfill that purpose for which God has created them. I remember in one of our, end of the session program few years back, one of our parents who happened to be a pastor came and said, there's one thing he has seen about this school, and he has come to realize that the law school is a place where the lost children are being raised for the Lord's purpose. And honestly, it's a confirmation of what God actually told me. So for me, the uniqueness is in that it is not just a school around the corner. It's not just another big school, that we can physically boast about. But the fact is that it is the Lord's school that is meant for the Lord's children to be raised to fulfill the Lord's purpose here on earth.
Prayer is the key. Prayer is the key.
I actually love the school, the Lord's College, because it has taught me so many things. It has developed me spiritually, and actually since my very first day in this school to my present day now, we've been doing spiritual works, and I really love it.
Well, I like the school because this school has really improved me in many ways. It has taught me more about Christ.
I like this school actually because they bring up godly children. They raise children up in the way of the Lord, and they help to improve the life of children spiritually, morally, and academically.
So for me, for parents that will allow their children to pass through the hand of God through our lives, I can assure you, just like the Bible says, train up a child to choose a right way, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. I can assure you that when a child passes through the Lord's hand, the Lord's school, he will be able to choose a right course in life and the right path in life. And I can assure you that by the time the child will be finishing a secondary school, passing through nursery and primary, passing through secondary, he will have been able to choose a right course and a right path, which he will be able to maintain all throughout his life. That is number one, talking spiritually now. And physically speaking, I personally discovered that this present generation, parents no longer place, priority rights. They've misplaced their priority. This is a busy generation. They no longer have time to train the children. The children have even lost values. What people in our generation place values on is different from what God is expecting. You discover that children are grown up in a home where parents are not available, to tell them what to do at the right time and what not to do. We're not trying to say that we are taking up the parents' responsibility, but I can tell you that as far as we are concerned, we are equally standing as parents. We know what it means for a child to be wholesome. So as God is helping our lives, we are ready, and we are, trying to help the children's lives in order for them to be wholesome.
I'm Ayo David Babatunde. I've been with the school close to a decade now. I started with the school when it was at still primary level. I think the highest class then was a primary 3. And I remember I was a class teacher to primary 2. I did not come into teaching because I really wanted to, but because the Lord said I should go to the classroom and raise life for Him. The pioneer principal of the school, I started the college, and today we are graduating some students. The school has been able to win a lot of laurel. I remember a few years ago, we represented the state at the Mathematics Association of Nigeria competition. Just last year, one of our students represented the state at NMPC competition. Yeah, the school is a very unique one and is different from every other schools. We have teachers who are well qualified. Of course, we don't employ you to teach in a secondary school except you are a graduate. Not just that you're a graduate, you must have been tested and proven that you are capable of doing what you are employed to do. As a principal, I'm always on my toes to make sure that teachers do what they are supposed to do. Not just what they are supposed to do, but doing it at the right time. I make sure that they give the students the best, what they needed to give to them. And sincerely speaking, it's speaking for itself. You know, everywhere you go, the name, the Lost College, rings a bell. It's an household name in the mouth of everyone, even in the state now. Several times they have to call me from the State Ministry of Education and say, hey, the law school, we're having this competition, come and stand for us. And this is because they know what we can deliver and offer. The law school believes in hard work. You know, we train our children to sit, write their exam themselves without being involved in any exam malpractices, and that is really showing. You know, for the children that are graduating now, several of them, they already made their result even while in SS2. They sat for the external GCE and they made their result without anyone helping them.
Our school is a unique one in the sense that we have good and dedicated, world-qualified staffs. I can see our environment is conducive for learning. We have well-equipped and up-to-date lab. In terms of academic performance, we are ranked one of the best schools in the whole of Nasarawa State. The first time we present candidate for NECO, in the whole of Nasarawa State, our school had the best results. And that has been the pattern from that time to this moment. And when we look at all this, we believe that the school has a standard, and it is standard we want to build on. No matter the cost, because the aim is to produce students that can stand tall with their contemporaries anywhere in the world. And that is our aim. And God is helping us to achieve this through well-dedicated, our staff that are loyal, dedicated, and well-qualified. We are not going to rest on our, we are still building, and as the year goes by, we know that we have not reached the standard we want. We are still building on it, and by God's grace, we believe that we'll get there.
The Lord has blessed us with qualified, experienced, and dedicated teachers. They are committed to their work. They are God-fearing, and each and every teacher that God has given to us in this place is somebody we can vouch for. I want to talk about the different units we have in the school. We have the crèche, we have the nursery, arm, and we have the lower primaries and the upper primaries. Each of these sections is managed by qualified hands and experienced hands. We love children for what they are and for who they are. And by the grace of God, God has helped us to instill the fear of God into the hearts of these children. We are believing that at the end of their primary section, they can stand in any school, in the college, and defend their certificates. Because God has helped us to instill in them all it takes to stand in this time. So by the grace of God, I want to welcome you all to the Lord's Nursery and Primary School, where God is at work.
I want to be a doctor.
I want to be a lawyer.
I want to be an accountant.
I want to be a teacher.